everybody, it's Brooke. Welcome back to another episode of the Knit Soul podcast. Oh! Hello there. And today we have my sister here with me, Andrea, and we have Rolo joining us for the podcast.
He always says that. Hi, guys.
So today we went to Maryland Sheep and Wool, and we are just recording the quick podcast episode after that in my new setup where I just hung up some of my old previously knit projects, and I will be filling it in over here hopefully as I complete some more. Alright, Rolo, you gotta go. Down. Now.
It took him so long to get off the couch.
Yeah. Go in your cage. Yeah, he's not at all like that sheepdog we saw. Alright, so first, finished objects.
Yes, I have one. Well, actually, two finished objects. It's from knitting in Norway. Nordley's. Oh, what happened to my paper? Oh.
We wrote down notes.
Rolo knocked it off. But I have a Vikings of Norway hat, cowl, and gloves. And I made it in the winter in Iceland from Fully Spun yarn.
Which is my yarn. I actually forgot to introduce myself.
So this is a hat. It's a very cable-y.
Yes.
So I'll put that on for you guys so you can see what it looks like. I haven't woven in the ends yet, but that is coming. So there's the hat. And I've also finished the cowl. And here's the cowl. Also cable-y. I still had the gloves to go. But that's the cowl. I'll put this on as well. It's kind of chilly in here. Right. I was working on this throughout January and February, so now I only have the gloves to finish up. So,
yeah.
How's that?
Well, you just finished the cowl.
Yeah, I finished the cowl.
It's May.
Oh. I started back in January, and I just now finished the cowl, so I only have the gloves left. Yeah. So hopefully that won't take me too long.
No, they'll be ready for winter.
Yeah, that's the goal, to have it ready for winter.
Yes, yes. And I was actually really, really pleasantly surprised by how incredibly soft it is.
It is.
And like just the gauge of the fabric is really nice. And Andrea is a pretty new knitter, and you guys can't see from here, but her like stitches are like, they look so good. So that's really cool.
We can do a close up.
Yeah, we can do a little close up.
Okay.
Yeah. But as you can see, her stitches, like, they look really good, and she's really good with the cables too.
I'm a pro cabler.
A self-appointed pro cabler.
Yes.
Yes. So, I do have a finished object this week, but I can't show it to you guys just yet. So, we are going to take a... Rolo wants attention, as always. I feel like that always happens when I film a video, right?
It does.
It's because I'm talking to other people who are not him.
He feels left out.
But we're gonna take a little cut, and we're gonna jump into next week, which is where you'll be able to see this finished object, and then we'll be right back.
Alright guys, now it's time for our works in progress. I'm gonna start it off with my Patone Spiral striped socks. It's very small right now. Let me get you a close-up here.
So cute. I love the colors.
So these are spiral striped socks. They're being done with Patone sock yarn. The pattern...
Girl. Patents.
Patents.
Show them the book.
Oh.
I'm like, who is that?
Patents. I'm so sorry, guys. But they're spiral striped socks, and it's intermediate. So these are my first socks that I'm knitting, and with the double pointed needles, it's pretty simple, but the actual pattern is pretty complicated, which is why it's so small. I actually have to sit in, since every row is different, I actually have to sit in, you know, look at the pattern for every single row. So it takes a lot of concentration, and I kind of got tired of it, so I put it down and I started a new project.
Of course.
So that's why I have so many works in progress.
That's how it always works.
What's your first works in progress?
My first work in progress is the Marley shawl by Andrea Mowry. And you guys will have seen this yarn multiple times and see me restart projects with this multiple times. And
it's so pretty.
I think at this point I have landed on something that's achievable.
Right.
So first I tried to make I was going to make a Fire in the Sky shawl. Nixed that because she calls for 125 grams of each and I have 100 grams of each and didn't want to have to do guesswork with the pattern. Second, I tried what was it called?
Was it the first brioche with the leaf pattern?
Sizzle Pop. Next, I tried the Sizzle Pop shawl, and I the first time I messed it up, I ripped it out, started over, messed up again, fixed it, messed up again, and I think, did I keep going on that one? Yeah, I kept going. Yep. Messed up again, and I was like, this is not going to work.
Right.
So the Marley is just straight. It's only got increases on the inside and on the edges, and is mostly just straight brioche, straight two-color brioche. So it has this triangular striped effect, and so it's more achievable. And I have made some mistakes. You can see right there. I didn't increase on the spine, and you can see a little design detail right here, and another little design detail right here. Yes. But you know what? It's fine. I don't see myself long-term becoming an expert brioche knitter. It's a lot. And it may just be the current headspace I'm in, because I do have a whole lot going on right now. So it may just be that for right now, trying to focus and do a new technique that's really specific and not, I think what gets me is that I don't know what I'm looking at as far as fixing mistakes. Like with lace and stuff, you can always fix the mistake. You just rip down and you know what the structure should look like. Right. You know,
but it's very tedious to have to take out a row and start over. Yeah. Without dropping stitches.
Yeah. So this is what I'm focused on right now. I would love to finish it before the Joji Locatelli Mystery Knit Along starts, but I don't think that's going to happen.
When is that starting?
Be the 12th, May 12th. Okay. And today is Saturday, May 6th or 7th. May 6th. So I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, we'll see. That's my first work in progress.
Okay, guys. I have another one. I'm working actually on a Tilework Afghan. I'm very excited about this. I will show you. Here's one square. I'll hold it like this so you can see better. Sorry for all of the extra lines here on the side, extra ends. But this is the Afghan. It's and really I have to make 20 of these squares. And then, you know, seam the squares, match or stitch them together. But really love this pattern. It's actually made with one square first, and then I add another square on, and then I add the third square on, and then I add the fourth square on. So I've never done that before, and I'm really enjoying the process. And I love the colors, guys. Let's see.
And what's the yarn that you're using?
I'm not sure.
Was it the Bravo that you got, or was it something else?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I can look it up.
Yeah, it's just it's from the yarn is from Knit Picks. Though.
It's a Knit Picks pattern. It was actually a pattern kit, but I didn't like the colors in the pattern kit, so I had Brooke choose me some colors that I like better, and I'm definitely happy with these. Yeah. But with all of the ends hanging off here, I'm thinking that I'm going to weave in the ends as I go, so that when I finish 20 squares, it's not like a huge, like, month-long process of weaving in ends, which will be no fun.
I agree. Yeah. All right, so I have another work in progress, or works, another pair. These are, they are tangled in things. All right, here we go. These are my espresso shot sorties. Espresso shot Shortie socks.
Say that 3 times.
And this one now has a heel, which is Nitpicks Stroll Glimmer in black. And this was just an afterthought heel that you left waste yarn for. And I
turned out great.
I have not done that before. And so on this side where you add the yarn, it turned out pretty well. But on this side, I picked up the wrong thing. And so I'm going to have to go back and stitch it together. Thankfully, that was the side that had the end to it. And so I was able to try the sock on. And I think once I go through the rest of the yellow and then maybe the gray or a little bit of red, I should be done. So this sock is almost done. And then this is the other one that I started last week on the podcast. And this stitch marker is showing where I was. And so that's what I worked on this week.
I apologize, you guys, if I'm coughing a lot. I'm just getting over a cold. Let's see. So I do have, I think, 2 more works in progress. My next one is actually, is this still considered a work in progress? Because I took out the needles.
Yes.
Because as you can see, I am having tension issues. At first I was knitting very loosely, and then now it's tighter. So I wanted to take it out and redo it. This is actually the Bridget hat and scarf. Also from Nitpicks pattern kit. So I really like it, and it's very cabley, as you guys can see. Extremely cabley, which I love. And this is made with the Nitpicks Bare Wool worsted.
Wool of the Andes.
Wool of the Andes, yeah. So I was actually kind of disappointed at first because the pattern picture it looked like it was extremely white, the scarf and the yarn, but when I received it, it actually has more of a yellow tone. But as I was knitting it up, I'm actually kind of quite enjoying that. Yep, so I'm going to be starting this over, but it's still in progress.
Yes. Alright, and my last work in progress for today is my scrap blanket that I'm working on. And I ran out of yarn in the middle of a row, but this is the Make a Long Story Short blanket, and it's a free pattern on Ravelry. And so I started to make a magic knot ball for it, but ended up needing to use my ball winder for some other things, so I didn't quite get finished on that. But yeah, I added a few more colors this week. I think I was here last week. And I'm gonna, with the mini skeins that I got, I'm gonna go vaguely in rainbow order. So just like a red tone, orange tone, yellow tone, you know, you get it. And I think overall it'll have a cool look. And
how big is it gonna get?
As big as I want to make it. I don't know how big I want to make it though.
Right.
I might stop at 4 feet across. I think it'll be so. I don't know, since it's on the bias, I don't know, because knit stitches are rectangular, they're not square. But I'm not sure about on the bias. But yeah, I'm at the point where this was like 11.5 rows of garter with this 5-gram skein. So I'm just going to, instead of stopping at 5 ridges, I'm just going to go until I stop with all the rest of the colors I have and mix in my own scraps as I go.
Right.
And I did do some work on my Fair Isle blanket that I mentioned last week, but it's still really little, so I'll show it to you guys once it has a little bit more to see.
Okay guys, for my last work in progress, I actually made the gauge for our grandpa's sweater, and it is the Auster sweater. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Auster.
Auster sweater. So I did make the gauge. This is a very pretty blue color.
And it's a Brooklyn tweed pattern by Michele Wang. Yep. And it's a incredibly cabley sweater.
It's extra soft too.
Yeah. Oh, let me feel.
Yep.
So since you're the cable expert, is that what you called yourself?
Yes.
You sure you don't want to make the front?
The back's cabley too.
Yeah.
Is the front extra cabley?
No, they're both the same.
Oh, so you want me to do all of it?
No.
You're gonna do the arms?
Or I would do the back and you do the front.
But if they're exactly the same, what's the difference?
Well, yours will look better.
Oh, true.
Because you're the expert.
Perhaps
and you're
I should.
really good at it.
Perhaps I should. I thought you were trying to get me to do the front, the back, and then you'll do the sleeves.
No! No.
That's not a fair bargain.
No. I mean, I can be good at cables too.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So I did measure it, and it seems to be a little off, so I'm not sure if I'm going to adjust needle size or what. But I know I'm going to wash it and dry it first and then see how it looks.
Mm-hmm. Roll those back if you hear whining.
Now it's time for our accusations segment. You have any accusations?
I think you stole my idea in making that hat.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Do you have any accusations?
No. I don't. Oh, actually, I do have a new accusation. It's I got this gorgeous mini skein, or like extra large mini skein. There we go.
It's I actually have these up on my site, and it is a half-ounce mini skein.
Yes, I don't know what I'm going to make with it yet, but it's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
And you do actually know how to say acquisitions?
Yes, I actually know how to pronounce the word acquisitions.
It was just a joke. All right.
Do you have any new?
I have a lot. Are we going to go one by one?
Yes, let's see.
All right, so my first one, I got some sock blockers from Knit Picks, which I have not used previously. Previously, I think I'd never even blocked my socks. So I got the small size, which said it was 8.25 inches, but on here it looks short.
Right.
Yeah. It's like maybe an inch short, which is fine. It's whatever. It'll be good to show you guys with.
I told Brooke that she can block with this short side and I'll block with this long side since I wear size 10 shoes.
And I wear a size 8, 8 US. Oops. What's your first acquisition?
Oh, my mini skein. I don't have any more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
then we don't need to go one by one because I have a lot. All right. First, I have this gorgeous, gorgeous bag, and it's called the Secret Garden Travel Bag from Knit Picks. And I was watching a new podcast, and I forget her name, but I will try to run that down so I can leave a note because I really liked her podcast. She was really nice.
Yeah, I love that bag.
A nice podcast. And so I immediately, I paused the video and went and put this in my cart on Knit Picks. And it's actually by Danica's Studio. And they do have some things in other sites, but they're pretty much, they don't sell directly. They pretty much are only stocked by other sellers. So they're out of Canada, but I just love this bag a lot. And they have other, the ones on the tag, actually, some of them are on Knit Picks website too. But what's inside my bag is going to become the starting point shawl, which is Joji Locatelli's Mystery Knit Along. So newly purchased, I purchased Knit Picks Gloss Fingering in Navy and Hawk, and I got 2 skeins of each, and that's going to go in addition to my Knit Picks Gloss Fingering in Robot and Tranquil.
It's all going to be together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And, which I have 2 skeins of each of, and the sock blank that I dyed last week and showed you.
Yep. And
this is 100 grams.
That's the one that said we love color.
Yep. So that's that. So that should be really fun. I wanted something that I would definitely be able to wear to work a lot. Yeah. So I'm really, really excited about it. And even though I have no idea what it's going to look like.
Right.
It's definitely going to be another big one, though. Like the Find Your Fade.
Size 6?
Yeah. Which is good because...
when does that knit along start?
The 12th. May 12th.
Oh, wow. So you have 2 starting in May.
No, this is the only one that's starting in May. The other one, the Lyme Along 2017, is during May.
Oh, okay.
And actually, I forgot to mention, the Marley that I was working on, that is for a submission for the Lyme Along 2017 MKAL, which is being hosted by the Thistle Hollow, and which I'm providing the prize for. So all you have to do for that is knit something green, and knit something predominantly green, and you should definitely check out her podcast and check out her RAVELRY page so you can enter in the knit along.
Any more acquisitions?
Not that are not Maryland Sheep and Wool related.
Okay.
Alright, so next we'll talk about Maryland Sheep and Wool, and we'll talk about a little bit about what happened and our acquisitions from there all together.
Yes.
So what'd you get?
Okay, guys, I got a skein of yarn from Dragonfly Fibers, and it's called Van Gogh's Bedroom. Here's a close-up.
Love it.
I'm in love with the colors. I don't know what I'm going to make with it yet. I think I want to combine it with another skein of something else, but I really do love the colors and I had to get it. We did go through many different booths and look at many different vendors, skeins and everything, and this one definitely caught my eye and I had to get it. It's just so soft. It's 90% merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. So
How is...
Oh, did I say 90?
It's 80?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 80% merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon.
Yeah.
So
I thought the label said that. I was like,
no.
Someone's lying here. This color is almost the Caribbean wave that I have.
It actually reminds me of like the Chief.
Yeah, it does.
Which
it
I'm
does.
going to get next month. But this will hold me over until then. So
Aldia happens to be my best customer.
Yes.
Of course, so far. Although there's someone who might beat you out. You both
have to set my game up.
You both bought the same amount of yarn last month.
Oh yeah. Oh
yes, which I'm so appreciative of.
That's
and
good.
I was very surprised. So I have been. I started back in September. I had my first yarn up in December. And obviously all my energy has really been into exposure and marketing.
Right.
And so I've been marketing on RAVELRY, which I think has been a big driver of success, as well as working with podcasters on YouTube.
So we have
while she's grabbing those, I'm going to talk about my acquisitions from Maryland Sheep and Wool. So my first acquisitions are from woolbuddy.com, and he is an artist who does needle felting, and he does small things and he does really large things. So this is a little piggy, and he's very cute. And I also got a needle felting hippo kit, which I have never tried needle felting before. He said it's similar to sculpting with clay. So, excuse me. So I'm gonna try this out and see how I like it. Right. But my other acquisitions from Maryland Sheep and Wool, from Sowizdrzal Fiber Mill, I got this skein of 100% superwash merino, and it's really, really squishy. I love her base, and it's just got some rainbowy colors. I don't have any plans for it. And then from Dragonfly Fibers, I got this skein, which is called Paisaje Mediterraneo on the Ginny base, and this is the same base that Aldia had, which is the MCN, and I just really fell in love with these colors. And I didn't know Dragonfly Fibers actually is a company with 8 people, and they have 3 dyers. And what I was really impressed with was the range of their colors and the beauty of their colorways, and I think that's in large part through the collaboration that they do, and the feedback that they can have with having multiple dyers.
Right.
I think that's definitely a huge strength. So yeah, I was very impressed with what they had in their tent.
Do you have any plans for that one?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's all I bought because I had a budget and I stuck to it.
Same.
And I did in the podcaster meetup. I did meet some and get the chance to talk to some cool people. First, I met Casey Mara, and she is Elegantly Amused on YouTube, and she has a podcast. And she was really sweet and gave me this little mushroom stitch marker, which I really like. And I also met Barbara Cohn, aka Divas, on RAVELRY, and she has the Flame and Fiber podcast. And she actually is a glass worker, so this little stitch marker, she actually made it, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And I also met Akila, and she has the Lucky Knitter podcast, and she had the cutest little baby with her.
She did.
And I think Jenny, or what's her name, Jenny?
Who?
From Handmade in Woolen, or her name started with a J, and I can't remember what it was.
But her podcast, Handmade in Woolen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Handmade in
check
Woolen,
her out.
you guys. Yeah. I've seen her podcast before. The Lucky Knitter, Elegantly Amused, and Flame and Fiber podcast I have not seen before, so I'll be looking at those. And then Evelyn also was there from the Thistle Hollow, and is in a lot of my weekly virtual knit nights, which you guys can definitely be into. And if you're interested in figuring out how to join that, check out my Patreon link down below. And any level of patron will be able to join the virtual knit night. And I also live stream it on YouTube every Tuesday from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
So that was it. That was the shenanigans that we got up to at Maryland Sheep and Wool.
Let's talk about the mud.
It was muddy and rainy. Yeah. So it didn't rain a lot, but the last 2 days it rained a lot. And I happened to be browsing through the forums, and someone mentioned weather. And in the forum it said last year it was rainy the days before and was incredibly muddy, so to wear boots. So I told Aldea to be prepared for mud, and it was good I did.
Right.
Because it was really muddy. But
extremely muddy. Like, you sink in and your feet get stuck.
Yeah, but it wasn't on the range of what it could have been. I think it was well accommodated.
Most of the walking areas where you can walk, but certain areas, like in certain people's tents, you could sink in a little bit. So.
Yeah, they had one tent, they had a tarp down because it was that muddy, and they had a lot of hay down on the walking area, so it worked out pretty well. We got some pretty good food. Yeah,
we got cheesesteak,
chicken,
grilled chicken on pita,
and we had a funnel cake. Yes.
It was delicious.
It was good.
We got to see what was it, a llama? Alpaca?
Alpacas.
That was sheared. They must have sheared them because they were shivering.
Yeah, they were neaky.
Yeah.
And then there were sheep there, and we saw a little sheep herding. I was about to say heap shirting. A sheep herding demonstration, which is really cool. And so that'll be in the vlog, which will be up for you guys this weekend, and for us next weekend.
I was definitely surprised by how much hand-spun materials they had there, because I didn't think that so many people would be hand-spinning their yarn. I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, they had a lot of raw dyed fiber. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty cool, and it was my first trip there, and it was definitely good. And I can't believe I've been so close for so long and never took the time to make it up there.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So next is Can't Let It Go. Do you have anything for Can't Let It Go?
Nothing.
Nothing? You sure?
Positive.
Okay. All right. Well, I have something, and it's also another podcast. The Stranded podcast by Amy Edwards Green is really, really incredibly entertaining. I went through and started watching from the beginning, which actually she just started in the middle of last year. In her first episode, she's talking about how she's preparing to go to SSK, which is in July. So she is an indie dyer, the dyer behind Stranded Dye Works, and she is out of the UK. and she's just incredibly charismatic, but she's also very open and honest about her struggles with anxiety and depression, which resulted in her dropping out of university and in turn becoming a dyer full-time. And so I've had some similar experience. I didn't drop out. I took a medical leave and thankfully was able to go back and graduate, and you know, but that doesn't happen for everybody. And so, but either way, I really like her podcast and enjoy watching her. So I've been binge watching that, and which seems to be
who we were watching earlier this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she's definitely really fun. And if you want new podcasts to try out, we've got a whole list of 4, and I'll definitely link everybody down below so that you guys can check them out, because I'm sure like us, you guys are always looking for cool and interesting people to watch.
Right.
Is that it?
Definitely.
I think that's it. Okay. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button down below. And if you'd like to see more videos from me, hit the subscribe button.
Subscribe.
The notification bell next to the subscribe button will allow you to see videos as soon as I upload them.
You want to see them.
As well, if you'd like to support my channel, please check out my Patreon link down below. Any amount of support goes a long way towards helping me make more and better videos.
Yes.
Have a great week.
See you guys.
Bye. Do you want to say it together?
What? Oh, yeah.
Alright, guys.
Alright, guys,
that's
thank
it.
you so much. That didn't work.
Alright, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button down below and subscribe for more videos. That's it.
Alright, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video,
hit the like button
down below.
And if you want to see more videos,
hit the notification bell.
Hit the subscribe button. Do you just want to like co-sign what I say? So like, alright guys, we can say, alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And I'll say, if you like this video, and you say, we both say, hit the like button down below. And if you like to see more videos,
do you like Migos does? So you hit the like button, and I'll be like, hit it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you.
Yes, do it.
Okay.